draws near. Prepare yourself.
So it's happening. This is not a drill. 2021, we are getting God of War PS5 or God of War Part 2. So the first Santa Monica Studios PlayStation Studio exclusive trailer shown last night at the PlayStation 5 event says 2021. I really hope this is such a cool release date. I really hope they stick to this. Yo, so what is up YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the God of War content. We've been covering this for such a long time, and we said this. Literally, go back a few videos. I said God of War PS5 trailer tomorrow. Yes, it's only a 20-second teaser trailer, but it tells us a lot about what is popping YouTube and what is going on. So, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. At the 100,000 subscribe mark, I will be giving away something that is so darn cool if I can get my hands on it. So, let's break this down. So, we've got a tease trailer. Some people are disappointed by this teaser trailer, but the idea of a concept, of a conceptual art for a tease is to tease you. It's supposed to say, yo guys, we're confirming God of War PS5's there, like your boy Warstu has said multiple times, but we don't actually want to tell you anything. But Kratos has told us a lot. He really has. What he said in the voiceover, we've known this because they've teased it up during the 2018 Santa Monica Studios PS4 game. They've teased it up. The Fimbul winter is coming. The longest winter in history is coming. The long winter is going to come to an end. We know it's coming. So let's break down exactly what was said during the trailer, how we can interpret it, what is Ragnarok, etc. So the teaser trailer starts with the time draws near. Then we get ice shaping the form of the world serpent that says Ragnarok around it, implying the Fimbul winter is coming to an end, which implies that Ragnarok will be engaged in this. Although they've not actually confirmed the title is God of War PS5 Ragnaork, that's what a lot of people are saying. But that's not the only thing. You hear the world serpent's noise, you hear a lot of sounds. If you're not a God of War player, then this trailer literally would have done nothing for you. But if you have played the God of War PS4 game, this trailer would have done a lot to hype you up. And then Kratos says you must prepare, implying you as the video gamer. And then it says Ragnarok is coming. And we're going to break down exactly what that means, but it is interesting. What is more interesting is it said 2021, which was actually the most recent leak, which means Santa Monica Studios are very far into development already, which is interesting because just over the last couple of days, they've been advertising job roles from lead programmer to lead designer to storyteller. So that tells you they're quite far in development because we're already in September 2020. I'm presuming this game will be coming out Christmas 2021 at earliest. Personally, we here on the channel, I still feel like it's not going to come out in 2021. I think it's too soon. I think 2022 would be more of a mandate. So in Norse mythology, what exactly is Ragnarok? Well, it's quite interesting. It's a series of events including the great battle foretold to lead to the death of numerous gods, so to speak. It's all to do with Odin, Kratos, and a lot of other characters. It's just going to be interesting to see how they implement it into the God of War universe. As we know, Midgard is going to be massive in the next game. Mimir knows a lot more information that he did. So essentially in Ragnarok, what will happen is Odin will die. Odin and Fenrir will fight each other to the death. Fenrir is essentially Loki, one of Loki's sons. What is interesting is there's a fight with Heimdall, but Heimdall hasn't been introduced into this universe in this video game, so maybe he could be there. So what's interesting is that at the end of the PS4 game, Thor came down to fight him, And that was a massive tease. So everyone seems to think the main villain of this video game will be Thor. But essentially, I think it will be Freya, who is the Valkyrie Queen. Or essentially she was. Because she is looking for her wings, it looks like, in a way. As we know, in the PS4 version, Odin banished her, so she can't leave where she is, so to speak. So she is kind of demi-powered down, so to speak. We know that Balder died, and now she's got massive beef with Kratos. So that is why I think that, you know, Balder's mother, Freya, is going to be the overall villain of the video game, and Thor will be there in some capacity. The fact that we see the ice in the tease trailer makes me believe that Ragnarok may actually end by the end of the video game, but it's hard to tell at the moment because we don't actually know that much. It could be a two-parter, we could get halfway through it, and then, you know, the next part is the other part, because they've not even given us the title. The fact it says God of War Ragnarok is coming, that doesn't actually quantifiably tell us that Ragnarok is going to be over with in one video game. They could pull this out over 2 games. Now, it is interesting to see what's going to happen. How did the world serpent know who Atreus is? Is it Atreus in the future? There's a lot of conspiracy theories to do with what is popping YouTube and what is going on with the next generation of God of War. But what is interesting is Cory Barlog did tease so much, and that's why I kept saying it's coming. He said that SSD is going to make it so much easier for his team to do things. That's why I think it's very weird that they're releasing Horizon Forbidden West on the PS4. Even though we know Guerrilla Games are great at making video games, the PS4 game easily looks better than most games on any other platforms. But it is interesting because it is going to set back the video games, the processing power, the GPU power, the CPU power, the SSD. You can't really get that. So I'm a bit confused why they're dropping Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and the Miles Morales on the PS4. Obviously, it's so more people can play it. Obviously, they've sold over 100 million units, so it does make sense. But I really hope they stick to their guns and they make God of War PS5 exclusive to the PS5, because exclusives are great. Exclusive drive console sales. And if they do just stick it on the PS4 as well, I will be a bit disheartened because it literally doesn't make much sense. So let me know, what do you think is going on with Ragnarok? Do you think we're going to see adult Atreus, because there will be some time that's technically passed between the games? Also, do you think Freya versus Kratos is going to be the main villain? She's going to be Queen of the Valkyries again, but technically we were told she's Queen of the Valkyries right at the end of the game, but we don't physically see it. It did look like in her house her wings were hanging up. There's a lot of YouTube videos going around, I've covered it as well. It's hard to dispute if she is actually, her wings are actually there, so to speak. So we don't specifically know if that is going to be the reasoning. We will bring the balance to the realms. Imagine God of War 5 opening with Odin marching to Valhalla and killing every Valkyrie with his staff. Now that would be cool. So because Ragnarok is going to be coming, we're going to have to see Odin in some capacity. Is Balder going to be brought back from the dead? I mean, it technically could happen, so to speak. The fact we see snow is telling us that Kratos is close to the end of, at least of this story, so to speak. I think they can keep this storyline going for at least 1 to 2 more video games. There's so much we want to know, and Cory Barlog has teased that we will find out more about Loki's mother. Will we ever find out who blew the horn? Was it Heimdall? Was it Kratos from the future? Or was it Atreus from a different timeline? Because we know the World Serpent in God of War PS4 is from a different timeline, and that is what makes this video game so in-depth. That is why there is more people still talking, making theories about this. Are we going to get Zeus returning? Obviously, Zeus can't return away, but it would be pretty cool to see what's going to happen in Ragnarok. If it's called Ragnarok, I think it's going to be called God of War PS5, then Ragnarok at the end of it. But it is going to be interesting to see if we do get Odin. They have teed up Thor already, so that's pretty much a gimme. I don't think Thor's going to be pissed that Kratos has killed his sons, so to speak. I don't really think he's going to be mad about that because obviously Thor is a freaking savage. Just like we said, guys, they tease it. They've been teasing God of War PS5 for such a long time. I'm using a different microphone, so if the audio sounds a little bit off, let me know. If you guys still think I'm saying Ragnarok wrong, just let me know down below. It just drives engagement to the video. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video. But first, if you could check us out on twitch.tv youtube.com/Warstu. I have been streaming some World of Warcraft over there a fair bit. Also check us out on Instagram at Warstu. I do interact on stories and all that kind of stuff, and also on Twitter, WarstuG. That'd be much appreciated. And we also have the Facebook page, which is Warstu and then DC Marvel by Warstu. So let me know, guys, what you think about Ragnarok. It's going to be pretty cool. You know, I've been saying it for a while that it's confirmed because it has been confirmed for such a long time. The fact that Santa Monica Studios has said it now means it's pretty much confirmed. And what is Mimir going to do? Mimir said, give her time, lad, she'll come around after they kill Balder and Freya gets angry. So I still think Freya is going to be the overall villain of this. I can't see it being Kratos and Thor going back to back for 20 to 40 hours. I just can't really see that being the case. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.